apologize for the technical difficulties there early on, but the Yellow Jackets up 14-7 early here. Simon Fraser may make the three. So 14-10 game here early on. Just a little more than 5 minutes gone in the first half. The Yellow Jackets working around, pump fake and a three. That one's off the left iron. So Provenzano comes away with it now for Simon Fraser. Spence in transition. He'll look for a man. Singh, pump fakes. Takes it to the lane. Roach inside. That one's blocked. Singh with the offensive rebound. He'll go up. Heavily contested. Good early defense from the Yellow Jackets here. So Simon Fraser coming off a big win against Western Washington on opening night Tuesday. And the early slate in this one starting at 5:15. The women coming afterwards at 7:30. Provenzano, he'll set up the offense. Working it around. Handed and Roach moving off the ball. Go to Singh in the post. Singh, jab step, he'll take a shot. That one's good. Nice work from Jasdeep Singh. He likes to operate in the post, but there a little jab step, triple threat action. Now Simon Fraser within two. The Yellow Jackets setting up now. It's Dixon with it. Now they work it inside in the post. That one's stolen away. It's been a theme here early in the season for Simon Fraser. They're good on the turnover game. Plus 9.7 turnover margin so far. They've been in the top 10 in turnover margin overall in Division II for most of the year. Roach inside. He's got that one. Julian Roche, who put in a real valiant effort on Tuesday, came out injured in the first half, but right back in, battling through a little bit of soreness, and he had a big performance. One of the top rebounders for Simon Fraser. That one's stolen by Spence. He's away one-on-one. Can't get that one to go. And so the Yellow Jackets will come the other way. Yellow Jacket broken play in traffic. Can't get the layup to go. Singh with the rebound. They'll call that in favor of Simon Fraser. So back and forth here in a 7-0 run for SFU since their last timeout. Well taken timeout by head coach Steve Hansen there. So 12:33 left in the first half. It's 14-14. Provenzano bringing the ball up slowly here. SFU working it around. Spence with it. Singh with the screen. Swings it over. That's Miller. Provenzano doubled quickly. Nice behind the back pass. We see a lot of those flashy passes from Michael Provenzano. But Simon Fraser turning the ball over there on the charge. So far, if we look at some statistics, Simon Fraser's got the #1 scoring offense in the GNAC and they're #1 on offensive boards. So it's been spoken about by both coaches leading into the matchup. Offensive rebounding, something that's going to be really important in this one. Yellow Jackets working around the perimeter. And we see they're definitely trying to generate some action in the post. Pick and roll there. Inside move, and that one's blocked. Very heavily contested shots in the lane. Both teams with good interior defense so far. That was Clarence Daniels going up. And now we'll have another quick timeout. And with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on Clan TV. Welcome back, everyone, in courtside here as we welcome you in. Looking at some early statistics, both teams shooting nearly identical from the field thus far. Montana State University Billings going 6 for 13, while SFU is 6 for 14 from the field. And for the Yellow Jackets, Brendan Howard, their leading scorer, averaging almost 23 points a game so far. He's got 7 to lead all scorers. Still 14-14 here, 11:57 remaining in the first half as the Yellow Jackets go to the line. Can't get the first one to the line to go. That's number 2, Clarence Daniels, for the Yellow Jackets. Second one's up, and that won't go either. Bad bounce for Daniels. Simon Fraser comes away. That's Hannon. Little mid-range floater. That one's no good, but it's cleaned up by Simon Fraser on the offensive boards. Good team offense there. So now the Yellow Jackets, steal attempt there from Bellata. Aggressive defense being played. And the Yellow Jackets get inside. A little jump shot. That one's good. That's number 13, Tyler Green. A 5'9" guard from Redding, California. Provenzano working it. Nice pass to Bellata, and he'll go to work. Posting up, driving, loses the handle, but gets it back. He'll have another go. And that one's no good. Nice offensive rebound by Simon Fraser. Can they make something of it? No foul called there. Now the Yellow Jackets come away. Quick shot in transition. That one's good. That's Tyler Green again. Very athletic guard for the Yellow Jackets. It's now 19-16 for the visitors. Bellata. He'll get the screen. Doubled. Having to move to get it away quickly. That's Spence. Nothing but net. Good job to evade the double team and dish it out there. Nicely done by Spence. Sinking the 3. Simon Fraser, good defense again. Really pressing. Green and Howard have been the dynamic scorers so far for the Yellow Jackets. Now into the post. And a foul's called in play. Foul on the floor, so they'll go to the baseline here to inbound. Christian Dixon to inbound here. That one's out quickly to Green. He puts it up, and that one's good. That's Tyler Green. 3 baskets in a row for the Yellow Jackets. 22-19. Montana State University Billings here as we're about to hit the halfway mark of the first half. Inside to Bellata for Simon Fraser. He's working it. And that one's good. Bellata asking for the foul. So is head coach Steve Hansen. No call. And it seems like that's the way the game's going to be played inside so far. They're not calling a lot in the paint. Yellow Jackets working it. That's number 5, Christian Dixon. He puts it up, and that one's good. Provenzano bringing it up the floor now.
Move the ball.
Dribble moves. He'll put it up in the lane. That one's no good. Hannon, hand off to Provenzano. David Penny, the freshman for Simon Fraser, about to check in the game here. The Yellow Jackets create a turnover, and they'll come away with it. Jasdeep Singh looking to check back in as well here. Montana, pump fake. That one's up. That one's good. Tyler Green again. He's been hot here early over the last 5 minutes or so. So a 6-point lead now for the visiting Yellow Jackets. Simon Fraser trying to create something here, get some offensive momentum. Provenzano into the post. Bellata draws the double. Hannon, that one's too strong. Bellata with the rebound though. 18 left in the shot clock. Off to Provenzano. Bellata trying to set something up in the post. Gets away from it. That's Provenzano putting it up. Probably not the look they wanted, but it's perfect. So back within 4 are Simon Fraser. Yellow Jackets working it. Daniels looking for options. Now it's Dixon. Dixon works it. James. James with the spin. Driving the lane, heavily contested. That one's in and out. So Simon Fraser rebounds. Now they're away, looking to do something quick in transition. Provenzano, some fancy dribbling. He hands it off. The Yellow Jackets looking to draw the charge. That was no good. Now Green comes away the other way. Frenetic pace here early on. It's a heat check from Green from very deep. That one's no good. Bellotta in transition the other way. Now Simon Fraser in the paint. That one's good, and the foul. That's the freshman, number 14 for Simon Fraser there. Some nice paint play inside. Nigama Sabo, exciting freshman that Coach Steve Hansen has talked about being one to look for in the next couple of years. Some impactful minutes off the bench so far. We'll take a quick break here at the timeout. We'll be right back in just a few. Costa, yeah. Go ahead. Can I get one more? Hello, everyone, is welcome back in here. 7:28 remaining in the first half. Visiting Yellow Jackets up 27-25 over Simon Fraser.
33 shooter. Okay, guys. Hey, we're icing the X here. Icing the X.
Hey, rebound Will. Rebound Will.
SFU at the line for the and one opportunity. That one's good. Some up-court defense here for Simon Fraser. Bringing in a new defensive strategy. Some quick doubles as well. Now the Yellow Jackets go into the post. That's Green, puts it up from deep. That one's no good. Tyler Green cooled off here a bit after draining everything for the midway stretch in the first half there. Bellotta.
Regular Raven.
He'll dish it off to Penny, and now Simon Fraser slows it down. Hannon.
Side to side.
Looking for options. Bellotta with it. He looks to put in the post. Now around to Singh. Penny. Penny back to Singh. Singh jab step. Now he goes into the post. Little scoop shot. That one's weak. Penny dives for it. That one won't go either. Simon Fraser trying to create on offense and defense. Looking to create a bit of a spark here. Green. Pump fake by the Yellow Jackets. They take it to the lane. That's the Sabo drawing the charge. Smart defense there from Simon Fraser. Oh no. They've changed their mind. They're calling that a blocking foul now. After it seemed pretty obvious that they were calling a charge. Not sure who came in their ear and changed their mind there. Maybe one of the other officials saw something differently than what was initially called on the floor. And they are calling a blocking foul, is the word at the table here. So that'll be number 32, Brendan Howard, 6'6" sophomore out of Great Falls, Montana, who's going to be going to the line. Nope. There's quite a bit of confusion here. We're trying to clarify exactly what the ruling is here. I think that they're saying that the basket went in on the floor. And so Simon Fraser will now take the ball in the inbound.
That side. Cross.
Bit of an odd scenario there, but now Penny's with it.
And in your low. Let's go, Jeff. Let's go.
Julian Roche back in the game for Simon Fraser. Jasdeep Singh down to Balata in the post. He'll work as the Yellow Jackets bring the double. Hannon on the outside, screened by Singh. Now into the post again with that one. Can't find the connection. That's Howard, the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets, and he'll put it up inside. Hannon. Roche. Now to Penny. Penny into the post with Balata. They're bringing the double against Balata almost every time. Kicks it out. That one's good. Michael Hannon with a nice three-point shot there. Now Montana State, University of Billings working it around to Howard, the leading scorer, into the post. Swinging it around now, that's Dixon with it. Christian Dixon. Yellow Jackets saying more screens. That pass picked off. Now Balata away in transition. What can he do with it? Little Euro step move with the right hand up in the lane. That one's good. A little bit under 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Score is 31-31. So Simon Fraser finding a bit of momentum here. Similar fashion to their game against Western Washington on Tuesday. Not necessarily the prettiest or the ideal execution, but they're certainly in this one. It's a back and forth affair. Balata now is going to bring it up.
Can't guard that if he carries the ball every time.
Well, for Balata, he works in the paint. That one's blocked. Sam Elliott, the 6'7" freshman out of Kalispell, Montana, with the big block there. Simon Fraser will retain the ball, though. So Balata to inbound here. Hannon. Now to Penny. Jasdeep Singh looking to set something up in the post. Simon Fraser still working around the outside. Penny. Quick move. He'll dish it out. Balata for three. That one's short. And the Yellow Jackets rebound. So away they come. Christian Dixon. That one's off to Green. Deep three. That one's too strong. Balata to rebound. Tyler Green for the Yellow Jackets cooled off here. The latter end of the first half. Roche with it. He'll look for options. Hanna. Now Balata. Jasdeep Singh in the post. Strong move and the handoff. Not sure if Roche was ready for that one. Seemed to surprise him a little bit. And so we'll take a timeout here with the score 33-31 in favor of the Yellow Jackets here. 3:37 left to play in the first half. As we welcome you back in here, take a look at some late first half stats. Both Brendan Howard and Tyler Green for the Yellow Jackets in double figures. Green with 14 points, Howard with 11. And for Simon Fraser, Michael Hannon tied for the leading scorer off the bench with 6 points. Montana State University Billings shooting 53.8% from the field. So very effective so far this half. 5 on the shot clock now for Simon Fraser. Singh in the corner. That one's good. Not the best offensive possession, but it doesn't matter because Singh sinks the three-point shot. Green bringing it up the floor. Dixon. Defended by Penny. Spence battling with Green in the post. Now Bellotta defending. Dixon looking for his shot. That one's blocked by Penny. Nice perimeter defense by David Penny there. Jasdeep Singh looks for the three. Now he'll drive it. That one was blocked, but he gets it back. So now Penny looks to set something up. Bellotta. Singh screens. Bellotta's going to drive it with the left hand. That one won't go. There's a one-point contest here with a little over 2:30 left in the first half. Green on the perimeter. He creates some space for himself. That three-pointer's long. Green's getting his looks, but he can't get them to go here. Penny now working it around. Singh. Now to Bellotta. Simon Fraser slowing things down. Bellotta on the outside. Penny works an off-ball screen here. Spence. Now to Singh in the post. He works inside. Good body positioning, but can't get that one to go. So now Dixon comes away for the Yellow Jackets. Good pass in transition. That's Howard, and he gets that one to go. Brendan Howard with a nice move inside. And so the Yellow Jackets take the lead back here. Bellotta. Roche with the screen. Singh looking for something. Hands it off to Penny. Penny to Spence. Spence with the quick jumper. That one's good. Three-pointer for Simon Fraser. And they take the lead at 37-35. 1:30 remaining to be played here in the first half in the West Gym. Dixon, handoff to Green. Defended tightly by Spence. Roche brings the double. Penny brought a double as well. Good ball movement from the Yellow Jackets. That three's up and is short. Green ice cold now. He's getting his looks, but struggling to hit them. Just over a minute left now. Penny bringing it up slowly.
Sprint, Julian! Sprint!
Spence now to Bellotta. Singh in the post. He decides to face up. Jab step, mid-range. That one's good. Singh thinking about all his options there and deciding to just pull up for mid-range with the height advantage. It's now 39-35 for Simon Fraser. See what the Yellow Jackets choose to do here. They go quick, and the nice layup. That's number 20, James. Bellotta. Shot clock is off. And head coach Steve Hansen for Simon Fraser calls a timeout here. 21.8 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back with the final possession here in just a moment. We'll welcome you back in for the timeout here. 21.8 seconds left in the first half. 39-37 lead for Simon Fraser. Still discussing the play they're looking to get here.
Corey, don't go until the ball.
We'll see what they decide to set up.
Let's go.
Penny has it.
Yeah. Move into
Simon
the
Fraser
shoot.
holding for the last shot here.
Okay, go at 9.
We'll see what they set up.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Now they get it underway. Penny.
Go.
Spence moving around the perimeter. Now to Singh inside. He'll set it up in the post. Contested. Doesn't matter. Jasdeep Singh gets it to go. And that'll be the end of the first half here in the West Gym. So a good late stretch from Simon Fraser as they take the lead back from the Yellow Jackets. And at half, It's 41-37, Simon Fraser. We'll be back here with the second half in a moment on Clan TV. Hello everyone, as we welcome you back to Simon Fraser University men's basketball on Clan TV. Matchup between the Montana State University of Billings Yellow Jackets and the Simon Fraser University Clan. Score 41-37 at the end of the first half. We'll take a look at some halftime stats. Both teams shooting very effectively from the field. The Yellow Jackets shooting 52% from the field, while Simon Fraser's coming in at just under 46%. And really both teams playing pretty clean basketball. Only 5 combined turnovers between the two teams at halftime. Obviously we know this is something Simon Fraser's made a name for themselves with early on in this season, but the Yellow Jackets doing a very good job managing the ball as well. And the only real difference in the game and what's given Simon Fraser a slight advantage here heading into the second half is the rebounding margin. Simon Fraser with 21 rebounds at the half, and the Yellow Jackets with just 14. So that's something to watch for as we head to the second half here. It's worth noting that this is the last home matchup for Simon Fraser this year. And the only remaining games set up for the Clan will be a tournament in Hawaii later on this month. That is the D2 Power Invitational, which is hosted by Hawaii Pacific in sunny Honolulu, Hawaii. So I'm sure the guys will enjoy that one as much as they can and hopefully play some good basketball as well. As we're getting ready here to get the second half underway. Simon Fraser to inbound, and they'll start off with it. Provenzano brings it up the floor to Roche in the corner, back to Provenzano. Spence, quick ball movement. Balata looking for Singh in the post or Roche. Roche gets a good face up. Singh cleans it up. So the first half, a leading scorer for Simon Fraser, Jasdeep Singh, who had 11 points, gets an early bucket here. Simon Fraser picking up right where they left off. Green works it inside to Howard. Howard trying to find space, and he does. Howard, for someone who plays predominantly inside, not a ton of height, and only 6'6", but he has good movement and understands how to create space for himself. Roche now in the post. He puts up a junk hook. That one's no good. Spencer the rebound, though. Nice cleanup. So another basket for Simon Fraser. 45-39 here. 1 minute gone in the second half. Howard on the outside. He'll hand it off. That's Muakor. Muakor swinging it around. Now an inside look. Now Seth Christians looking for the big dunk, but he couldn't get that one to go. Now Roche inside, strong in the lane. Two big men going to work there, physical against one another. Roche gets the better of them there. So he'll head to the line for the chance of a three-point play. That's two of the bigger players in the GNAC facing up one-on-one under the rim. And big number 35 converts that one from the line. So now Simon Fraser with a 9-point lead here early in the second half. Dixon brings it up the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Doubled quickly. And they're going to call the foul there. Good defensive pressure from Simon Fraser, but maybe a little bit too aggressive, as Dixon was dangerously close to stepping out of bounds there in front of us at the table, but managed to keep it in and draw the foul. So he'll get the ball back now. Dixon looking to set something up. Daniels in the post, back to Dixon. That one's well short, and Spence will rebound. Now Provenzano looking to set something up in transition. The handoff. Balata, all kinds of space. That one's short, though. Howard with the rebound. Now the Yellow Jackets back the other way. They'll get it into the post. That was Daniels who fell down. Now Green doubled. That one's blocked off. So with 18 seconds left on the clock, the Yellow Jackets will get it back. Seeing very aggressive defense from Simon Fraser early on here, and it's been working thus far. Dixon. They'll try to slow things down. That's Daniels again trying to create in the post. They're trying to get that pick and roll game going. And now they put it into the post. Up and under move inside. Can't get the layup to go, but that was a good look. Howard, Johnny on the spot. He cleans up that.
Eat it next time.
Head coach Steve Hansen frustrated there that they couldn't secure the rebound for Simon Fraser. So now Bellotta, two-man game with Singh. He's going to drive it. That one can't go. Good shot defense from the Yellow Jackets there. Green hands it off. Dixon working it up the floor. Back to Green. Floater in the lane, well short. So now Bellotta comes away with it. Singh thought about it. He dishes it off. Roach, Provenzano. That one's good. He doesn't take too many three-point shots, but that's a nice looking jump shot there from Michael Provenzano.
Let's go. Hey, got to defend and rebound. Go.
10-point lead now for Simon Fraser. Dixon, that mid-range no good. The Yellow Jackets cooling off a little bit except for Howard. Brendan Howard putting in work here in the second half. He's been pretty good so far. 51-44, 16:43 remaining in the second half. And we'll be back in just a moment on Clan TV. As we welcome you back in now, Brendan Howard, the impact player for the Yellow Jackets, he's up to 20 points already on the game. Only a little bit into the second half, 9 for 11 shooting, 2 for 2 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. He's been the main man for the Yellow Jackets so far. But nonetheless, 7-point lead for Simon Fraser here. As Provenzano looks to set something up. Spence swinging around to Bellotta. That's Miller who's checked into the game. Singh in the paint. Nice work off the glass. And that one's good. Jasdeep Singh looking good so far in this one. Green for the Yellow Jackets. He'll drive it in the lane. Not defended very well by Simon Fraser there. And a clean layup. Provenzano calling out what he wants to see. Lots of traffic in the paint for Simon Fraser. Now they dish it off to Bellotta. Singh fighting in the paint, fighting for body positioning, and the foul will be called. And they'll call a foul there on number 2, Clarence Daniels, for the Yellow Jackets. Timeout taken. We'll be back in just a moment. You want some? So as we welcome you back in, Sam Rowan here on the sidelines with a commentary. 53-46. Simon Fraser leads. 15:55 remaining in the second half. Simon Fraser, after the Yellow Jackets foul, inbounding the ball. Bellotta in the corner thinks about it, decides to drive, contested in traffic, can't get the friendly roll. So the Yellow Jackets will come back the other way. Dixon with it. He hands it off. That's Mudakor. He'll take the three. Haven't seen a lot of action from him, but that was a nice made three-point shot there. Leads down to 4 for Simon Fraser now. Miller, Provenzano, back and forth on the outside. Now Singh inside. He'll drive, physical in the lane, and he makes that shot. Heavy coverage there by Clarence Daniels. Jasdeep Singh with a nice play there. So now Dixon, Green swinging around, but it goes to Mudakor. And Mudakor looking for Howard in the post. Wanted the ball, but didn't get it. Green working it now. He looks for Daniels. That one's intercepted. Provenzano comes away with it. Tries to dish it off to Bellotta, but that one's picked off. Now Green and Provenzano battling for it on the floor. And the foul is called. Provenzano called for the foul there. 55-49. 14:46 left in the second half. Howard inbounds for the Yellow Jackets. Christian Dixon will bring it up. Mudakor. Daniels. Howard. Howard looking for options. He hands it off inside. And a nice layup there. Christian Dixon. And good passing vision from Brendan Howard. Provenzano. Now Bellotta to Spence. Bellotta in the lane. He'll float it up. That one's no good. Miller with the rebound. And he cleans it up inside. Good offensive rebounding for Simon Fraser. As you see, David Penny's about to check into the game here for SFU. Christian Dixon. Brendan Howard. Operating outside of his normal area on the perimeter. He sets up the two-man game, and Green sent it from way downtown. That one's good. Barely touched the netting. We saw that early in the first half. He was lights out from deep, cooled off there at the end of the first half, but another deep three from Green for the Yellow Jackets. Miller inside again. Kicks it out to Spence. That one's good. Could have been a foul as well as he was knocked down on the follow-through, but nothing's called there. Mudakor probably lucky to get away with that one. Score 60-54 now for Simon Fraser. Now the Yellow Jackets working it inside on Miller. That was number 2, Clarence Daniels, with some nice work. He gets his shot to go. So back and forth here, Simon Fraser trying to pull away, but the Yellow Jackets very much staying in it so far in the second half. Miller inside, fouled hard from behind. Christian Dixon caught ball watching there a little bit. Miller slipped in behind him. So he'll head to the line. Instructions from Michael Hannon and David Penny as they're about to check in. Miller puts his free throw up, and that one's good. Michael Provenzano, I'm not sure if he was happy to come out of the game there. Struggled a bit, a few turnovers there in transition, and I think he'll be itching to get back in as soon as he can. David Penny in at the point now for Simon Fraser. Green with the handoff to Howard. He'll drive it. Good defense by Singh. But they'll say it's last off Simon Fraser, and so the Yellow Jackets will get it back here. Nice shot defense by Jasdeep Singh on Brendan Howard there. And that's a good size matchup for SFU if they can get that look often on defense. It looks like on the loose ball, they're going to call a foul there on Simon Fraser. And so the Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball back. As number 33, Sam Elliott, looks to check into the game for the Yellow Jackets here. Discussion amongst the officials as they try to figure out what the call is on the floor. Fouls on Miller, number 15, Simon Fraser. If we do some lip reading here, and they're going to have a look at the monitor, I believe. So we'll take a quick time out here while the review is going on, and we'll be back to update you with the status here. Simon Fraser leading 62-56, 12:42 remaining in the second half here on Clan TV. Looks like the officials are ready to render their decision here. Still conferencing at half court. So after taking a look there, I think on the trip they were wondering if that might have been a flagrant, but it's a common foul, so the Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball back here. So after some consternation there, nothing doing really, the call on the floor stands. And so we'll be back in action here in just a moment. Yellow Jackets to inbound, that's Dixon. Off ball movement. Elliott, ball handler, back to Dixon. Howard thought about the high pick and roll. Now he sets a screen for Green. Dixon working it. Now to Howard in the post. Penny thought about bringing the double, but it's Singh and Howard one-on-one. Now Green on the outside. He'll try to create some space. Elliott, pump fake to Howard inside. Nice ball movement there from the Yellow Jackets. That was a very good offensive possession. A lot going on. And they'll get the basket to put themselves back within 4. Spence off to Penny. Gets it to Singh in the post. They bring the double. And David Penny with some nice off-ball movement. He gets it and lays it in. So a double was brought on Jasdeep Singh. David Penny taking advantage there, the freshman for Simon Fraser. Dixon to Elliott. Now the Yellow Jackets working it around. Howard on the perimeter to Dixon. Back to Howard. That one's short. It's a good defense for Simon Fraser there. They maintain 4-point advantage. Pardon me, it's a 6-point advantage. Hannon. Penny slowing it down now. Miller on the outside. He's got the range from 3, but Howard playing off. Singh, he's fouled by Elliott, and so he'll head to the line. Be interesting to see there if Miller for Simon Fraser tries to take advantage. Brendan Howard playing well off him there. Not sure if Miller's going to be staying in the game, but that might be something to watch out for here down the line. 11:09 left in the second half. It's a 6-point lead, 64-58 for your Simon Fraser University Clan. Do you want another copy? Or? Welcoming you back in here, Samuel Rowan with your commentary. 11:09 left, second half. So 2 Simon Fraser players now in double figures. Othniel Spence with 11 points on 4 for 6 shooting, and Jasdeep Singh, Simon Fraser's leading scorer, with 17 points, 8 for 12 shooting as he heads the line here. Singh's been living inside tonight. A good 3-point shooter. A good all-around player, but been really working it in the post and in the paint tonight so far. Second one short off the rim, so that one misses. And so now the Yellow Jackets will come with it the other way. Dixon trying to set it up. Heavy pressure from Simon Fraser. Howard looking for something. Green now working it on the outside. Dixon to Howard inside. He tries the handoff. The Yellow Jackets were looking for Elliott, but that one wouldn't work out for them. And so Simon Fraser will get the ball. A good defensive series and pressure there from Simon Fraser. As number 2, Clarence Daniels checks back in. Elliott checking out for the Yellow Jackets. Hand inbounds it to Provenzano, who's back in the game calling the plays now for Simon Fraser. Bellata. Hannon. Provenzano. He'll look for options. Spence on the screen. Puts up a 3. That one's good. Othniel Spence. Nice shot there. And a 10-point lead now for Simon Fraser.
Don't stop. Let's go.
Yellow Jackets, they'll put up a 3, and that one's good. Deep 3 from Stevie James. Hasn't taken a lot of shots so far tonight, but that was a pretty one. So the Yellow Jackets, with 10 minutes left to play, respond right back with a 3 of their own. Provenzano looking for Bellata in the post. The Yellow Jackets bring the double. Back to Provenzano on the outside. Miller's in the paint. And Neil Spence puts up a 3. Clipped. As he put it up, doesn't matter. That one will go. So a chance for a 4-point play here. Spence is feeling it for Simon Fraser. So Spence heads the line here now. And that one's good. So Othniel Spence with 7 points here quickly for Simon Fraser. Yellow Jackets will look to respond if they can. Working it back and forth. Green, he'll huck up a 3. And that one's short, and Bellata rebounds. So good defensive stop there for Simon Fraser. Bellata looks to go quickly. He's working in the paint, and that one's good. Bit of a defensive mismatch there for the Yellow Jackets. Number 11, Jordan Lair. Probably don't want those two matched up against each other. That's going to go Simon Fraser's way most of the time. So with 9:10 remaining here in this one, Simon Fraser with a 74-61 lead over the visiting Montana State University at Billings Yellow Jackets. Back here in a moment. Oh, Rip?
Okay, we'll give it to them now.
So a nice series of possessions here for Simon Fraser. Nice little run put together. They'll find themselves up now by 13 points.
Back door here, Will, coming.
See if the Yellow Jackets can find a response. Green off the inbound. He'll work one-on-one with Spence. Dixon with the handoff. Green now. Running around the perimeter, looking to find some space. That one's stripped by Provenzano. So SFU looking to break it quickly the other way. Bellata straight into the post. And he gets that one to go. That same matchup there against Lair for the Yellow Jackets. Bellata against Lair. You think if you're Montana State, you got to switch that defensive matchup. Bellata looks to get the steal. That one's out of bounds. I think Wilfred was looking for a dunk and transition there. Just slipped out of his fingers. 8:34 left.
Don't get back, cut Mike Cannon.
Dixon. He's looking for options. Still with it. He works it around. Now in the post. That's Daniels. His jump hook no good. So another defensive stop for Simon Fraser. Provenzano is looking to set things up. Bellata gets the pick and roll. And he dishes it off. Miller to Provenzano. Provenzano's trying to find space. Back and forth with the dribbling. Dishes it to Bellata. Pumps for three. Thinking about what he's going to do with it. He'll look to ISO. That one's stripped though. Nice help defense from Dixon. But now the double triple team set up. And they're going to call a foul on Simon Fraser. Very aggressive defense. You've seen that almost every time out of the timeout. Simon Fraser brings a trap, double or triple team. Try to create something defensively. So as we take another timeout here with 7:46 left to play in the second half. We'll be back in just a moment. So welcome you back in courtside now. The player that's been lighting it up for Simon Fraser here over the last few minutes, Othniel Spence, now up to 18 points. 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. Impressive numbers.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Talk.
And we'll see now with a 15-point deficit what the Yellow Jackets can do here. Dixon swinging around. Now into the post. He's on Miller, trying to find space. Can't get that first one to go. Howard fighting for it. Miller, good hustle, draws the foul on Howard. Howard looking frustrated there with his teammates, asking where was the help for the offensive board. So that's Clarence Daniels checking out for the Yellow Jackets as the big man, Sam Elliott, checks back in. Provenzano bringing it up the floor. Spence. Screen by Singh, now Miller with it. Provenzano. To Bellata in the post. He swings it out wide. Singh, he'll take that. Well short. But Simon Fraser gets it back. Incredible hustle by Bellata there. And he knocks over the divider on the perimeter there. Provenzano in the lane. Nice floater. That one's up and good. Great hustle on the offensive boards for Simon Fraser, and then Provenzano gets the floater to go. It's now 78-61, SFU. 6:45 remaining. Elliott thought about it from three for the Yellow Jackets. Now Howard. He'll go inside with the pass. Nice play as Stevie James puts it up and in. Bellotta looking to take it quickly. He dishes out to Singh, off to Provenzano. Provenzano calling the play. Spence now. Screen for Miller. Spence mid-range. That one's good. Nathaniel Spence is feeling it right now. 80-63, Simon Fraser here. Yellow Jackets, they'll put up a three. That one's well short, air ball. Wilfred Bellotta says, let's slow things down here. Discussing with Provenzano, Bellotta keeping the ball for now. Off to Spence, the hot hand for Simon Fraser. Jasdeep Singh on the outside, now to Bellotta. Bellotta thinks about driving the line, now Spence. Miller to Bellotta, he'll put it up. Pretty heavily contested. That one's in and out. Miller fights. Looks like he tossed it off Brendan Howard, but they're saying it's off Miller last. And so the Yellow Jackets will get the ball. 5:32 remaining. It's a 17-point lead for Simon Fraser here. Dixon working up the floor. Howard gets it. Back and forth. Michael Hannon with good backcourt defense there. Howard, who's cooled off a bit in this second half. Dixon now. Swinging it down low, that's Elliott. It'll take a jumper. That one's too strong. So now Bellotta comes away in transition. Fast to the lane, but lost the handle. And so Yellow Jackets come the other way. That's James. Elliott in the corner. He'll put up a three. That one's too strong. Rebound from James, though, offensively with the tip-in. So it's down to 15 points here, but only 4:40 remaining in this one. Bellotta. Singh. Spence inside. Back out to Bellotta. Calling for a screen, working it around. Provenzano now. He dishes it off to Singh. Singh takes it into the post to Bellotta. And he's fouled from behind the arc. A little too aggressive from Stevie James there. So Bellotta will head to the line for 3 shots. Late in the shot clock. That's not a very disciplined foul there from the visiting Yellow Jackets, who came into this one as one of the best teams in the GNAC at not surrendering fouls, but they've got 7 here in the second half so far. So Bellotta will head to the line now. First one's a little short, but rolls in off the rim. Bellotta gets the second one to go as well. That's Green. And Daniels checking back in for the Yellow Jackets. Bellotta's third from the lineup coming here. That one's good as well. A nice free flow shooting from Wilfred Bellotta there. This is pretty much the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets in now. We'll see what they can do. Green. Off the screen. He dishes it off to Howard. Howard puts it up. That one's good. Nice shot from Howard. Yellow Jackets top scorer. Provenzano. You think at this point Simon Fraser's pretty content to draw out every possession as long as they can. Bellotta's going to drive the lane though. Goes up strong, but good shot defense. And so the Yellow Jackets will get the ball back. And we're going to have a timeout here on the 4. 3:37 remaining in this one. Simon Fraser up comfortably at this point, 83-68. We'll be back in just a moment on Clan TV. With the three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. 83-71 here. So a little run over the last couple minutes here for the Yellow Jackets as they see if they can make anything of this one late on. Hannon inside, nice pass from Singh. Just slipped his man there and was all alone under the basket. Dixon. Off to Green. Daniels. Now Howard with it. Howard spins in the lane. They're going to call the foul there. So Brendan Howard draws the foul on the floor, and so the Yellow Jackets are going to inbound here. That's Daniels with the handoff. Now Dixon. Green. He's stripped by Provenzano. Provenzano always looking for the steal, and he's got a couple here tonight. So now Simon Fraser will set it up. A pretty relaxed half-court tempo here, as they'll look to drain the shot clock, you would think, at this point. Provenzano. Hannon. Spence now. He's been the hot hand in the second half. He puts up a three. Well, that one was pretty forced, and it was blocked. So the Yellow Jackets are going to come away with it. It was Wilfred Bellata's called for the foul there on the loose ball. 85-71. With Simon Fraser now in the bonus.
End it right now. No back ball. Down.
Christian Dixon. Bring it up the floor. Mudakor out to Daniels. Now Green. Green with a deep three. That one's good. Green's not afraid to shoot from well beyond the line. And when he's been open, he's been making them tonight, but just hasn't been enough for the Yellow Jackets. Provenzano. Working it. Two-man game with Hannon. Now Singh to Bellata. Hannon. And he'll hand off to Spence. Spence to Singh. Singh will work it in the post now against Daniels. And that one's heavily contested as Howard came on the double and Singh couldn't get to go. Provenzano defending Dixon. Nice pass from the Yellow Jackets there. Howard in the lane uncontested. Hill puts it up and in. 85-76. Under a minute left now in this one. Simon Fraser looking to go 2-0 this week in the GNAC.
what would be a really good start to their conference schedule this year. Provenzano looking for options as the Yellow Jackets are going to bring the double, and he smartly calls a timeout with 43 seconds left. So Simon Fraser up by just 9 now. They've slipped a little bit down the stretch, but still with a relatively comfortable lead. And we'll be back in just a moment here on Clan TV. So we welcome you back in late stages here now. The Yellow Jackets looking to mount a late charge, but a long way to go in just 43 seconds. 10 seconds left on the clock for Simon Fraser.
That's a foul!
They're working it around. Provenzano, a good hustle. He dishes it off to Singh, pump fake, then he puts it up. That one's good. Jasdeep Singh, clutch late on the shot clock. It wasn't a terribly clean look, but it didn't matter as he put it up and in. It's now under 30 seconds left to be played. Last chances here for the Yellow Jackets. They'll huck up a quick three. That one's off the backboard, no good. Howard can't get the offensive rebound. Second chance to go. Balada eventually comes down with it. Now Simon Fraser will look to just hold it here. Spence going to run the clock out. The final score will be 88-76 here. Simon Fraser, a big second half and a big performance by Othniel Spence is going to propel them to a 2-0 GNAC record here on the week in the West Gym. As a lineup for the handshakes here. So with that, Simon Fraser is going to move to 7-1 in the season. Montana State University of Billings will move to 4-3. And Simon Fraser, as mentioned, 2-0 in GNAC play, and the Yellow Jackets will move to 0-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with the women's matchup, also against Montana State University Billings, right here on Clan TV, available on YouTube and Stretch Internet online. Thank you for watching. For Samuel Rowan, Kendra Ho, Jake Hall, everyone on our production camera crew, we'll see you back here in a few moments with the women's matchup on Clan TV.